Hello, my name is Jackie, and I want to take a moment to thank you for stopping by my channel. I hope that if you've watched any of my videos that they have been helpful to you in some way. Also, please, I'd like to ask you to like and share my videos. There might be somebody out there that needs this information. The reason I do these videos is because, well, we teach ourselves, and any little bit of information that we can share always helps out. So today's video is going to be about scan and cut and tattered lace. I have this, which Tattered Lace calls Charisma. I bought this through the Create and Craft website, which is based out of the UK. And it comes with the die set. And this is the magical metallic gilded gold. So what happens is you get this little booklet with the Charisma. You either get it in a printed form like they did for this die set, or you get in a flash drive. You stick it into your USB and you download the image onto your computer and print it out. Then you go, you put the die on top, like this. You put it through your die cutting machine and out comes the image. Well, you usually have something this size. You can't put the whole page in there, okay? And you can't do the whole, you can't do every single image here on this page. So you can probably, if you have the bigger one, then you can probably do like 3 or 4 items at the same time. But as you can see, there are 2 bells, 2 birds, 2 churches, and 1 angel. You don't get 1 die for each individual item. So you don't get 2 for these, 3 for these, 2 for that. It's just 1. So what do you want? What do you do when you want to cut all of it at the same time? Well, you create a cutting file on your scan and cut. Pass it through the scan and cut it all at the same time. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you today. I got tired of having to do this one by one. I mean, it's a labor of love, but when you're creating Christmas cards and you have a large family, you need to cut corners as much as possible. And this is what I hope to do today. All right, so the first thing to do is to cut out the dies out of black paper. Okay. Okay, so now the next step is to take your Charisma, just place it on the mat, and then with this one, got to make sure that it lays on the mat the way it is on the die, because that's how it needs to scan into the machine. All right, so I'm just going to place it here on my desk And I'm just going to stick it on the mat this way. Hopefully it'll pick it up. And it's it. Now, it's really important on how you place these on your mat to be scanned. You got to make sure that they're facing up and not backwards, because that's how it's going to scan, and then you're not going to be able to line it up once you have it scanned in your machine. All right? Okay, so now I am going to scan my die cuts, and I'm going to use Scan to Cut Data and click Start. You see here, it's going through. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to choose this one here because I want it to be able to cut the outside and the inside pieces, and I'm going to start off with the angel, and you can do these one by one. Okay, let's hit preview. And send it to my computer. Okay, now the next one is going to be this one here. Okay, that should be that. All right, so now click on my projects, bring this in. I'm going to name it right away so I know what it is. Magical Metallic Gilded Gold. And I'm going to make this one A. All right. Now, this, and I'm holding my shift key so that I can select all the ones that I do not need. I'm going to send that to the trash because I do not need that. Okay. Now, checking that all my lines are correct. All right, so next step is to delete the ones that you do not want. Go into my projects this way, And the ones that are not named, we are going to delete by clicking on the X and clicking on delete. All right. What I'm doing right now is I am putting them where I think they might be going. All right. This one would be like around here. And then let's get that one. Wish they would do that. All right. And group. One may be here. Oh, group you. That's a mistake on my part. Thought I grouped it. And duplicate. Place that here. Place that one there. So now that I have everything in the area that I want to cut, I am going to download into my Scan and Cut and do minor adjustments and then cut them out that way. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, now all I have to do is make some adjustments. All right, now that I'm satisfied with the way things look, I'm just going to select, cut, and cut my material out. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the result. This one on the top is the one that I did on the Craft Oil Snap die cutting machine. So this is the one that I used the die for. Okay. And this die has all these little lines here. It embosses to die cut. And you can see it right here. Different areas where it's cut into it. You see that? Gives it a little more dimension. Whereas the ones that you make with the scan and cut, sorry about that. The one that you make with the scan and cut looks great, but it doesn't have the additional lines. But as you can tell, it looks perfect. Okay? So that's it. I hope this helps you out. And still go over it quickly one more time. You scan your die cut into your canvas workspace. You make sure that it's facing up. Okay? You send it to your canvas workspace. There you clean it up like you saw on mine. The reason why I had to clean it up so much is because I don't have a scan mat for my SDX 125. I sent for one and it happened to be for the scan and cut too, and you know that you can't use other mats with the SDX. So once it's cleaned up, you send it to your scan and cut, either via Wi-Fi cable or a USB device. Once it's in your canvas, you open it up. You scan the page that you're going to be cutting the charisma from. And this is the result. Okay? This is the one that I did with the scan and cut. And this is the one that I cut with the die. Barely any difference. And it's great. In fact, for my purpose, I think this one looks better for me right now. Okay? And what's great about this, you know, the Tattered Lace sells you the beautiful decoupage dies, the flowers. They're great. I love them. Oh my God, I've spent so much money on that company. You can do it this way too. Just make sure that for the one piece that has all the decoupage parts in it, you leave all the pieces inside and then place the mat on top of it so that it can pick up every little piece in the right spot. It's so important to do that because later on you will not be able to place them in the right area, or you will be able to, but you won't be able to group them, and it's going to take you a little longer time. Now make sure that you save it on your either on your computer or you save it on your machine. This way it's available for you at all times. It's a time saver once it's done. Before that, yeah, it's like everything you do in your craft room. It's a labor of love, and sometimes we have to have a drink, coffee or liquor, whatever, you know, it calls for at the time. But once it's done, it makes our life so much easier. So again, I hope this helps you out. Please, if you liked it, pass it along. Click like, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment. If you have a question, I will answer as soon as possible. All right, and again, thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. See you in the next one.